Have you ever wondered where Luke Skywalker got the parts for his green lightsaber? Did you know that between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, he actually had a yellow lightsaber? And now there is an article about Luke having a gold lightsaber. Stay with me, and I will explain the green, the yellow, and the gold lightsaber. There it is. Star Wars officially reveals the gold lightsaber of mysterious new rogue Sith. As Luke Skywalker fights a rogue Sith after the remnants of the Empire Strikes Back, he faces a unique gold lightsaber that says a lot about his wielder. And there he is, Luke. And it looks like a gold lightsaber. Maybe it's gold plated. And it says Luke faces a new Sith with a dangerous golden lightsaber trapped within a corrupted red kyber crystal in Star Wars 43. The rogue Sith wants to turn Luke to the dark side for power, views pain as a tool for superiority, and threatens Luke with the spiked gold lightsaber. Luke must confront the Sith with a different perspective on the dark side to evolve his connection to the Force and create his iconic green lightsaber. So if you're new to Star Wars and you don't know, a lot of the comics that are coming out, well, most of the comics that are coming out, and I should say maybe all of the comics coming out, are canon until Disney goes back and says they're not. So everything that we're talking about right now is canon in the Star Wars universe. A lot of the old comics that were out before Disney bought it have now been relegated to the legends and the extended universe of Star Wars. But anything that is released now is considered canon in the Star Wars universe. All right, this says warnings contains spoilers for Star Wars 42. As Luke Skywalker faces a new rogue Sith on his journey to become a Jedi, Star Wars has revealed the Darksider's signature golden lightsaber. Currently in Marvel's Star Wars series, Luke Skywalker is trying to purge a corrupted red kyber crystal, which fans speculate will become the main component of his green saber. However, he's meeting more resistance than he imagined. In a sneak peek at Star Wars 43, Luke finds himself trapped within the crystal, which was corrupted by an ancient Sith whose shade is still trapped inside. Luke believed he could help the Sith and set them free. However, it turns out that the so far unnamed Darksider doesn't want Jedi help. In fact, they want to turn Luke to the dark side in order to increase their own power and build an even more ambitious home within the crystal. In a preview of the issue released by Marvel, the Sith threatens Luke with the spiked gold lightsaber. So I'm not going to read through the comics because I can't do voices very well. Well, I could, but they would sound really funny. So you can read this if you want to. And this is on screenrant.com. Set between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, Marvel's Star Wars made big news by depicting Luke with the yellow-bladed lightsaber, adding a new weapon to the character's journey. Now Luke will face a Sith with their own unique saber. Luke Skywalker faces a totally new Sith. The rogue Sith follows a different doctrine to Vader and Palpatine. So far, only described as a rogue Sith, the villain appears to have a different perspective on rage and sorrow than Palpatine's line, arguing that their fortress home is free of those emotions. Having imprisoned Luke in the preview, it seems that the Sith wishes to harness his pain, turning the prison of the Kyber crystal into something far grander. At the same time, it's worth noting that past Star Wars stories have been full of Sith artifacts which are capable of possessing those who wield them, and the Sith's endgame may be to take control of Luke's body while trapping him within the crystal. An ancient adherent of the Sith Eternal, it's no surprise that this new Sith has a different perspective than Palpatine, and it'll be fascinating to see how they attempt to bend Luke to their will. So far, the Sith is arguing a specific doctrine of overcoming pain, seemingly linking this belief to their gold mace-like saber. The spiked weapon is notable for being dangerous even without its blade ignited, and seems to be the perfect statement for a Sith who is specifically obsessed with superiority through pain. Notably, Palpatine also had gold lightsabers, in a flashy acknowledgement of his political power. The new Sith has the same arrogance, greeting Luke from a dark throne in their first encounter, but tempered by a masochistic obsession with physical pain. Ooh, Luke sounds like he's in trouble. Given that Luke Skywalker only recently lost his hand to Darth Vader in the Star Wars timeline, it's likely that taking on this new Sith will be crucial in involving his understanding of the dark side and his connection to the Force, an evolution which may lead to purging the crystal and creating his iconic green lightsaber. Star Wars 43 is coming out from Marvel Comics February 22nd. I heard that when in between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, that Luke was at a temple and he found one of the Guardians' weapons, a lightsaber, and it was yellow. And since he just lost his dad's lightsaber to Darth Vader because it was attached to his hand, he took up the yellow lightsaber and was able to use it. The thing I'm not too sure of is after he created his green lightsaber, what happened to the yellow lightsaber? I don't know. Did he give it to Leia? Did it get broken somehow? Is that why he had to create his green lightsaber? I haven't found out yet. I haven't done a lot of research into it, but I saw this article and I thought it was really interesting because I knew that they were saying it was between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So I'm trying to get the timeline straight of him having, losing his dad's lightsaber and then grabbing the yellow lightsaber and then creating the green one right before Return of the Jedi. It's really interesting that he's trapped in the Kyber crystal and he's having to deal with the Sith. And the Sith has got a totally different doctrine than Palpatine. If you caught that when I was reading it, Palpatine was fear and anger and hate were his doctrines. And then this one is the Rogue Sith is all about pain. So it's kind of interesting. I wonder if Yoda knew about that, because Yoda would always say fear and anger, lead to the dark side, but so does, I guess, pain, in a masochistic kind of way. I guess it twists your mind, too much pain can twist your mind pretty bad. I wouldn't want to be a Sith that got that way from pain. That'd be horrible. So it'll be interesting to see. And like I said before, the reason I'm bringing this up is because that they use the games and the magazines and the comics as canon for the Star Wars universe now. Disney does. Unless Disney will decide, hey, we don't like the gold lightsaber anymore. We're just going to take that out because we're going to throw in a pink lightsaber or something. I don't know. Disney just does their own thing, and sometimes it doesn't make any sense. Like when they just got rid of so many legends that they could have gone back and used. Well, I guess they can if they still want to. But as of now, a lot of this previous stuff is all legends and extended universe. So there you go. What did you think about the gold lightsaber? Are you going to read Star Wars 43 and 44 and see how Luke escapes from this rogue Jedi? And if he's able to purge the rogue Jedi from the crystal, he must, if this crystal becomes a green one that he uses. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm tempted to buy the comics. I'm not a huge comic guy right now, but who knows? This is really cool that it's between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So yeah, leave your comment below and let me know what you think. Well, that's it for this video, but come back for more Star Wars and sci-fi content, more live streams, more movie watches, more Black Series unboxings, and check out my community tab and see what I have there. I have a lot of stuff. I have polls, I have questions, I have links to current videos. And if you're liking the content, give me a subscribe. I appreciate it. Remember, the Force will be with you always. Oh, and check out this video.